back to school and perhaps back to something like normality here in South Africa. Masks are still compulsory in public, but the Omicron variant, first discovered in this region 8 weeks ago, is already fading fast, and confidence is growing.
Let things go back to normal.
It's time. Yeah?
It's time. If people can vaccinate, I don't see any harm in this. I think things can go back to normal now.
We did not see an increase in the deaths comparable to the other waves.
The scientific consensus here has been clear for weeks. Omicron is highly contagious, but its death toll has been tiny compared with past waves.
Omicron was less severe than the previous variants.
Dramatically less?
Yes. It was more infectious, but less severe. And that is exactly what a virus wants to do.
So become more like seasonal flu?
Yes.
Is that we have these two boxes, okay?
South African scientists studying Omicron have been quick to share their analysis with the rest of the world. But has the world listened? Today, some of South Africa's top scientists are speaking out in frustration, accusing wealthier Western nations of being quick to believe bad news from this continent, but far too slow to trust more positive evidence emerging about Omicron.
I felt that there was too much skepticism, that the world was not willing to believe that this virus was somehow going to be less severe. Everybody was expecting the worst, and when they weren't seeing it, they were questioning whether our observations were sufficiently scientifically rigorous.
It seems high-income countries are much more able to absorb bad news that comes from a country such as South Africa. Like when we talked about Omicron, they shut their borders to South Africa. They were keen to absorb that bad news. When we're providing some good news, all of a sudden there's a whole lot of skepticism.
In a Johannesburg bar, business as usual. South Africa has managed Omicron without any new restrictions, but with a push to increase vaccine rates.
It is going to be better if more people will get vaccinated, and then more jobs will be, there will be more jobs that will be available, and companies, people who want to invest in South Africa will come back.
South Africa has been hit hard by COVID-19, harder than most, but its experience of Omicron is giving many here cause for hope. Andrew Harding, BBC News, Johannesburg.